Hey everybody, it's Chris Loud. Today I thought I would do some thumbnail painting sketches for my warm-up. I do these a lot of times to play with different colors and kind of test those out. Sometimes it's to flesh out an idea for the composition of something I'm thinking of. Sometimes just to play and generate some ideas. This one today it's a little bit of kind of double. I'm working on some colors just to see how they work together. And then I'm also just trying to get some ideas. So I'm going to start out today. I'm going to use, I think this is a number 6 filbert brush. This is the brush I'm going to use. I've got titanium white, green gold, which is really kind of an olive, Prussian blue, and then light blue permanent. And I just wanted to see if those colors would work together. So I'm going to start off with some charcoal and just get some marks going here. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this or think much about what I'm doing. Just getting some marks down. And then I'm going to take some GAC 100 and try and seal some of this. I like that thick mark there, so I'll try that a couple times. So I'm going to take this GAC 100, which is an acrylic primer and extender, and I'm going to seal this charcoal, because once you start putting water down, some paint down, you're going to have it smudge and smear and change. And it will smudge as I do this, which I'm totally fine with. I actually like when it does that, especially giving just some of this gray that I'll show. Matter of fact, I might even bring some of that down a little. But you can just kind of dab it on. The one thing with this is you do have to let it dry or dry it. I'm going to go ahead and just take a hair dryer here, and it'll dry pretty fast. But this is a good way to keep these lines somewhat intact. Inevitably, I will miss some of the charcoal, and it will smudge a little bit probably, but I'm okay with that. But I do these every once in a while. I probably should do them a little more often, because they really are. It's a great process to, if nothing else, just generate some ideas. Because you'll get some, again, if you're not really thinking too much, you get some great shapes and great colors there. Or not, well, I guess you do get colors when you apply the paint. So let me dry that real quick with a hairdryer. And I will silence this so you don't have to hear it. Alright, and that's not perfectly dry, but it's dry enough. I'll probably not hit it too much with the paint right off the bat. But one thing I always do as well after this step is I usually take a picture of this, because already I'm seeing some shapes, and I really like this down here. Even this is very simple, like that. Actually, I kind of like all of these. So, take a picture, so when I start putting paint down, the paint step might not look as good. So I'm going to go ahead and just start with this green gold. And I'm just going to get some places in here. I'm not going to think too long and hard about all this. Just going to get some stuff down here. This is a great way as well to blend some paints. Just practice on blending and seeing how two colors work together. And this, I really like this green gold color, but I've found it doesn't always work real well with every paint color. So one thing with these is I'm not gonna be too precious about not going over the lines. These are just kind of warm-up exercises, so I'm not gonna be too concerned with that. It sounds like the heat has come on, so I apologize if that's loud for you. And let's get a little of this light blue permanent. I decided not to put any of the green on this one yet. All right, I'm starting to think. I'm getting in my head, so let's just start getting some of this down. And some of these I want to get them kind of up close with the green, because I do want to see how they work together. Green gold. All right, I'm gonna just take my finger with a little bit of water and start getting some of that paint around. I don't want to cover the whole square with paint, but I do want to try and get some of this blended in a little bit just to see how they react together. So far, I'm liking what I see with these two colors together, excuse me. All right. So far, so good. All right, now we're going to try all this Prussian blue, and I'm not going to do too much of this in there since I already have that charcoal. I'm just going to try and get this one kind of in between the two so I can do a little bit of mixing there. Do the same thing and put my finger and just do a little bit of blending here. So the two blues I think work pretty well together. It's not very common that I find blues that just don't look good together, but I have in the past. So yeah, I think they blend pretty well together. I definitely like these colors together. One of the reasons that I wanted to test this is I was thinking of painting this morning, and these were the colors that kind of came to mind, but I couldn't think of a time I'd actually worked with all three of them together. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a look at it, and I'm actually going to flip it around so I can see it from a different orientation and see if there's anything that is jumping out to me. I'm going to add a little bit of white here in some areas where I'm not too keen on the charcoal up here, so I'm going to get some white in here. give a little blend, make the edges a little softer. And I think I'm going to mix a little white and that Prussian blue together. So let me know if you do thumbnail painting sketches. Like I said, I think they're very useful. I don't do them as often as I should, but I think this is kind of inspiring me to do a little bit more. Yeah, there's nothing in here that's really popping for me at this point. So I'm going to start getting some more of this dark in just to see this Prussian blue. I think I will end up adding some green. To this upper corner. And it kind of works well with the gray of the charcoal. I think I'll add a little white to that. Now I'm just going to start doing some finger painting. And just making a mess. Yeah, so I'm not seeing really anything that's jumping out at me that I think I'm going to work on with the paint on there. However, with just the charcoal, there was some stuff in there that I liked that I think I will probably do some stuff with. Come back and revisit that. So I'm going to do a little bit of wiping away real quick and just see if anything emerges in any of these. But if you do these sketches, let me know what you do them for. What you do them for. That does not sound very grammatically correct. Why you do them. How about that? And if you use them for ideas or testing colors or testing composition, let me know. I know other people read the comments as well, and it's kind of nice to have some other points of view on these kind of processes. actually kind of liking these now. It's kind of the nice thing about playing. Anyway, I could probably do this all day on this one bit of squares. But anyway, that's what I'm going to work on today, is a few more of these for my warm-ups, just to see where they go, see if anything comes out of them, and if I can pull any ideas out for later paintings, later warm-up paintings. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and keep on painting.